Can mental illness be prevented? It's Sara Banta with Accelerated Health TV and radio show. And in light of the national tragedies, mental health is a hot topic. And yes, treatment is vital, but what about prevention? Can mental illness be prevented? And for those who don't want to take medication, can supplementation actually support mental health naturally? What are the solutions? Mental illness is complex, and it's a multifactorial condition that can be influenced by a variety of factors, including genetics, environment, lifestyle, life experiences, trauma. While it may not always be possible to prevent mental illness from developing, there are steps that can be taken to reduce the risk or delay the onset of symptoms. But first, let's look at why has it grown? Why does it seem like everyone is experiencing anxiety, depression, or some diagnosis? There are some factors to look at. So extreme stress. Dr. Andrew Huberman was talking about stress on his podcast today, and it seems like everyone is experiencing chronic stress. Never before in human history has chronic stress been so high and constant, increasing financial worries, lack of control over politics, global fear, and more have contributed to heightened chronic stress. Increased sugar and carb consumption. It is known that a high carb diet is linked to high blood sugar levels, and that leads to unstable mood. Furthermore, the carbs inflame the brain, leading to dementia and Alzheimer's and worsened seizures for those with epilepsy. Low carb and ketogenic diets have been directly correlated to helping people get off their anxiety and depression medication. So that's good news. And there's also been a degradation of the food supply. So even when you're trying to eat healthy, the food doesn't include the nutrients it used to. Not only are processed foods, vegetable oils, GMOs leading to lower brain function, but furthermore, those GMOs and non-organic foods can disrupt the gut and are causing most people to have issues detoxifying. Sulfur foods, which are the healthy cauliflower, cabbage, kale, broccoli, all of those healthy foods, and that's leading to a suppressed immune system. So here you are eating healthy foods, but they're actually making things worse. In other words, eating foods with GMOs could cause the healthy sulfur foods back up the liver, hinder detoxification, cause leaky gut, and lead to poor physical and mental health. Then you've got the amyloid proteins, and you hear me talk about this. What is it? So now the amyloid proteins in conventionally raised meats like chicken, turkey, pork, and beef are increasing the amyloid burden in the body, tripping up the gut, leading to autoimmune disease and brain fog. And those are misfolded proteins that get deposited in the body and the brain without being broken down into usable amino acids. So imagine you're taking in protein, the liver's supposed to break them down into these amino acids. Then the body says, okay, I need all of these amino acids packaged back up and sent to your bicep muscle. Okay, well, with the amyloid proteins, they never get broken down. They just get deposited in the brain and the body and the tissues, and they cause all of these issues leading to dementia, Alzheimer's, and then of course brain fog and mental disease. And it also increases inflammation, malnutrition, autoimmune diseases, and those worsen brain activity. Then you've got low dopamine. We're in this dopamine low state as society due to all the free and easy access to many of the addictive behaviors or substances like gambling, porn, social media, alcohol, vaping. The base level of dopamine in the body lowers, causing one to need more of that substance to feel normal. Just this morning, I was talking to my 16-year-old and I said, oh, your younger cousins go for a tech-free couple of days. Wouldn't that be a good idea? She says, well, that's probably really good for them. And then she switches topics to saying, well, I can stay really focused when I'm studying if I turn my phone off, but it's kind of hard to turn my phone off. Just there, she has this attachment to her phone that she is not even recognizing. And that's all about those hits that we get from dopamine, right? But we're now in this low dopamine state. So we're depressed and anxious, and that's causing that rise in mental issues. Then you've got the lack of movement in society due to work, school, gaming, social media. Once again, people are opting to be sedentary and not exercising. And even though there is no blood test for depression, there is one statistically correlated factor to depression, and that is BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And what is the number way to increase that number? Exercise. We are not moving, so that BDNF is suffering. BDNF has been shown to improve mood, alleviate depression, and increase mental performance. So those are the things that we can do to help with our mental health. But there are also some supplements that you can use, and diet, of course. So I've put together my mental well-being bundle, and it starts with the Cogniblast, which the reviews are coming in so excited. It's only been out for a month, and already not only is it helping performance and work and helping people with ADHD, especially kids, but also helping prevent the Alzheimer's and dementia in the elderly population. But it is a cutting-edge brain enhancement product that increases mental focus, energy, memory in the short term, protects the brain from memory issues and decline in the long term, and helps elevate mood. I've had clients say, oh my gosh, within 30 minutes, that depression is lifted. The fog is gone. I feel like I can do my life. How about that? You get your life back. It enhances cognition, enhances focus, mood, increases ATP production and cellular energy, enhances memory and learning, increases learning speed. It even increases lifespan, but it helps with that anxiety, improves motivation, gets you out of your rut. It also helps with circulation, reduce stress, and increases physical energy. I remember the first dose that I took, I literally felt like I could go run a marathon, because I always do my morning workouts, and I took the pills just thinking that I was going to be more focused on the podcast I was listening to, but I actually felt like I could work out longer. Then you have the accelerated silver, and that is the #1 recommendation to devitalize those foreign pathogens, as it goes beyond any other silver supplement. Foreign pathogens can actually slow down your mental focus and your mental mood. You know, when you feel sick, you don't feel good. Well, the silver is helping with that. And then you've got the accelerated gold, and gold has been known for thousands of years to improve mood, help with anxiety and depression, increase IQ, and even improve your spiritual connection. But it takes it one step further. Both the accelerated gold and the accelerated silver, they're enhanced with scalar technology, which imprints informational scalar codes to further help with anxiety and depression. And then you've got accelerated iodine. Iodine deficiency is the #1 predictor of depression, the #1 predictor. So if you've got depression, don't go straight for the meds, go for the iodine, and then see how you're doing, right? It helps with brain fog, depression. It's able to detox the brain of the toxins like fluoride and help you become more in touch with your higher self. It improves metabolism and thyroid health, right? So it's detoxing the thyroid, which a lot of people are getting on their antidepressants, but they actually have suboptimal thyroid function, or Hashimoto's, or hypothyroidism. And they really just need to heal their thyroid first, right? So when you address that, some of the mental issues go away. The brain fog, the depression, the anxiety. Suboptimal thyroid has been correlated with higher rates of depression and mental illness. Accelerating is also antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral, anti. everything. It helps increase that ATP number by 18 times. This increases cellular energy, metabolism, caloric burn, and more. So it also helps with the metabolism, physical energy, which then you're going to go and work out. That increases BDNF, so many things, and it's a domino effect in the positive way. You also want to address the gut. Healing your gut is going to help with your mental health. Accelerated keto helps put your body into fat burning mode. That's going to suppress your cravings for the sugar and the carbs, which allows you to intermittent fast, which helps you increase your ATP production, reduce inflammation throughout the body, and reduce the inflammation in the brain. Also feeds the brain ketones. What that does, it's this clean burning fuel. It helps with the inflammation in the brain, producing more happy neurotransmitters like GABA, dopamine, and serotonin. It's increasing that ATP production, which is going to enhance your physical and mental energy. It's also going to start cleansing the liver, which helps with your thyroid hormones converting from inactive to active thyroid, which is going to increase your energy physically and mentally. See how all of these things are connected? So accelerated keto. So then you want to incorporate your intermittent fasting. You want to focus on the wild animal protein away from the chicken, the poultry, the conventionally amyloid burdened foods. So I love the bison, the lamb, the deer, elk, wild fish, organic eggs. Sleep. Get your sleep. Focus on your sleep. Your sleep is when your body recovers and helps with the inflammation. Exercise. That's what we need. We need to increase that BDNF. And gratitude journal. Wake up. I know it's a dark place. I know the world's chaotic. I know a lot of this is out of our control. But what you can control is writing down the things that you're in gratitude over. When you focus on those things, you stay in line and you put one foot in front of the other. I do the same. I have the stressors. I have so many things that are out of my control. But when I focus on what I am grateful for, I can stay positive. I can stay motivated. I can stay inspired. So if you can do all of that, your mental illness may melt away. Focus on the people around you. Focus on actually doing the things that you're in control of. So thanks for joining me. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Accelerated Health Products and over across 100 channels under Accelerated Health Radio and TV. Join my free group coaching with the link below on Telegram. There's no downside, and it's a group that's supportive. And that's part of our mental health, is to be a part of a community that supports you on your journey, especially on your health journey, in addition to truly taking control of your health.